Muy buenas tardes, queridos estimados participantes, darles la cordial bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes y felicitarles por ingresar de manera puntual a nuestra primera sesión de clase, al curso gratuito de inglés avanzado C1. ¿Sí? ¿Cómo estamos? ¿Cómo nos encontramos? Seguramente estamos muy felices por empezar nuestra primera sesión de clase. Para nosotros es un honor tenerlos a cada uno de ustedes. Sí, es un honor poder servirlos. Nosotros estamos ubicados en Andahuaylas, Apurímac. Tenemos oficina principal y propia en el Girón de Ayacucho número 528, Andahuaylas, Apurímac, Perú. Para todos aquellos que nos quieren ver y también conocernos. Por otro lado, tenemos convenios con distintas instituciones de las cuales son parte de los cursos gratuitos. Asimismo, les presento a todo el equipo que vienen trabajando con mucho amor para cada uno de ustedes. Asimismo, invitarles a seguir nuestra página, que ya contamos los cursos habilitados para el mes de diciembre. Más bien, estén pendientes de nuestra página, o para mayor información, por favor, comunicarse con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. Asimismo, invitarles a ser partícipe de este gran sorteo. Este año estamos cumpliendo un año más de aniversario en nuestra institución el 5 de diciembre. Para que usted pueda ser partícipe de este gran sorteo, primeramente tiene que cumplir los 3 pasos. Comenta tu experiencia y etiqueta a tus 3 amigos, comparte la publicación que sea público y síguenos en nuestras 3 redes sociales para que usted pueda ser partícipe de este gran sorteo. Sí, comunicado importante, ojito aquí. Sí, nosotros como institución no hacemos llamadas ni tampoco enviamos mensajes personales, o tal vez por alguna coordinación solo estaría comunicando el único número que vemos en la pantallita. Si toman captura o anoten al número 953-772-123 para mayor información o para cualquier duda o consulta. ¿Quién les habla? ¿Quién les saluda? Soy la asistente académica Mónica Costa, quien les estará acompañando en el curso. Para cualquier duda o consulta, por favor, comunicarse con mi persona con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. El día de hoy nos va a impartir una hermosa clase y también su conocimiento es la maestra Jenny. Y asimismo, aprovecho a hacer el reconocimiento a la maestra que va impartiendo su conocimiento en nuestra institución, el Tecnológico. No se olviden de nuestros horarios y frecuencia, martes y jueves, horario de 4 a 6 de la tarde, tendremos 2 semanas de nuestra capacitación. El día de hoy estaremos aprendiendo la sesión 1. Les recomiendo que tomemos una foto o una captura al temario para que tengamos en cuenta los temas que estaremos aprendiendo durante nuestras 2 semanas de capacitación. Sobre nuestra metodología, recuerde que la clase es en tiempo real y en vivo, asimismo son grabadas y se estará enviando a su grupo de WhatsApp, asimismo los materiales. A su grupo de WhatsApp enviamos toda la información, ¿sí? Asimismo, al finalizar el curso, usted hará un examen para que pueda tramitar el certificado de manera opcional, ¿sí? Sobre el certificado ya veremos al finalizar. Esperamos que se lleven una bonita experiencia acerca de nuestra institución y también puedan invitar a sus amigos, familiares, amistades, ¿sí? Sobre los envíos también ya veremos al finalizar. Muy buenas tardes, queridos estimados participantes, dar la cordial bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes y felicitarles por ingresar de manera puntual a nuestra primera sesión de clase. Para empezar nuestra primera sesión en nuestra tarde, muy bendecidos, empezaremos con nuestra cita bíblica, ¿sí? Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. Filipenses capítulo 4, versículo 13. Me acompañan con una pequeña oración, inclinen su rostro y cierren sus ojos. Y hay que pedir por cada uno de nosotros. Padre amado, bendito sea, muchas gracias por un día más de vida. Bendice a cada uno de los participantes, bendice a todo el equipo y bendice a todas las personas que necesitamos de ti. Danos sabiduría, danos paz, asimismo, ayúdanos a ser mejor persona día a día y perdona nuestros pecados en tu nombre, Tío Jesús. Amén. Amén a todos. Y en breve estará conectando la maestra Jenny para que nos pueda impartir una hermosa clase el día de hoy. Sí, muy buenas tardes, Mercedes. ¿Cómo estás? Muy buenas tardes, Luis. Amén, Mercedes, amén a todos. Sí, muy buenas tardes, Hortensia. ¿Cómo estás? Muy buenas tardes, queridos, estimados participantes. Darles la cordial bienvenida a cada uno de ustedes y felicitarles por ingresar de manera puntual a nuestra primera sesión de clases. Y seguramente ya la maestra se encuentra en la salita en breve. Se estará conectando. Sí, muy bien. Muy buenas tardes, maestra Jenny. ¿Cómo está? Bienvenida. Le cedo el espacio. Por favor, puede activar su audio y asimismo compartir su pantalla.
Good afternoon, everybody. Buenas tardes con todos. Muchas gracias. So let's start our class. Can you see my screen? Yes? Okay, thank you so much. So, I Tech English teacher. Today we are gonna see our first topic, which is gonna be connectors. As you can see right here, this is our first session, connectors, and then we're gonna have the other ones during these 2 weeks. Welcome to our class. And first of all, we're gonna have some classroom rules. Come to class on time. Thank you so much for the ones who has been on time. Be ready to learn. Be respectful. Ask questions and believe on yourself. English is a lovely language, and I'm pretty sure we are going to have a good experience today. If you have any questions, please write it down in the chat box. I will check your questions. Okay. Before we start our class, we are going to read our welcome sign. Welcome everyone who has taken the time to connect with us online. Your presence enriches our virtual classroom and creates a vibrant learning community. Welcome everyone who is eager to delve into new ideas and expand your knowledge. Welcome everyone who is open to new perspective and ready to contribute your unique insights. Welcome everyone who is curious, motivated, and ready to make the most out of our time together. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome and thank you so much for enrolling on this course to learn a little bit about English in our advanced course. Have you ever heard of fanboys? Have you ever heard about this expression, fanboys? Yes, okay. So what's the meaning of fanboy? Fanboys? Any ideas? ¿Alguna idea? Yeah, very good, Julio. Uh-huh. Excellent. But if you make a quick Google search, this is the definition that you can find in Google. They say that fanboys is a male fan, especially one who is obsessive about comics, music, film, or science fiction. Okay? For example, boys can be obsessive about these cartoons, right? Or any other types, like the Avengers or Captain America, no? Any other types of things related to science fiction. But the things that you have written down in the chat, it's pretty much what we are going to learn today. We are going to learn this acronym, fanboys. Each letter represents a coordinating conjunction that we can use to make our writing and our speaking part more attractive, more relevant, and add interaction and make complex sentences. Excellent. It's an acronym about connectors. Very good. So now that you have the idea about this acronym, we are going to start working on each of them. Okay, so while I'm going to start showing each of them, I want you to write some sentences in the chat box so that I can read your experiences about this acronym or this word in particular. Okay, for example, let's read some quotes with missing fanboys connectors. I would like you to infer what word is missing and also try to explain how the added word changed the meaning of the expression. Are you ready? I hope you are. For example, this is the first quote. Yes, exactly. Life is either a daring adventure. Okay, I'm reading your answers. Very good. So let's see it. Many of you have said in the chat, or exactly. That's the one, right? That's the one that fits in this expression, or. Let's put it a little bit. Mhm. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. What about this second quote? In life, you need either inspiration, desperation. I'm reading your answers. Mhm. I see that you have many different options. Let's see. In life, you need either inspiration or desperation. Uh-huh. This is like a combination, right? When you have the word either, normally what you use to complete the idea is or, right? Either. So you have to complete the other idea with this fanboy or. When you have neither, you can say nor. Neither, nor. So these are the particular combination, but we are not using that conjunction, so we are using in this case or. Either or. Okay, thank you so much for participating. Let's continue. What about this one? Be humble in your confidence, courageous in your character. I've seen those two answers. What about the rest? Mhm. More ideas? Okay, let's see. I've seen that you jet, right? Mhm. Be humble in your confidence, yet courageous in your character. Very good. Good. So let's continue. I'm going to share with you a link, and I would like you to watch the video about our topic. Okay, let me share with you the link in the chat. Okay, give me a second. Can you please watch the video for a second? Okay, I'm going to give you like 3 minutes, max 5, so that you can watch the video, and then we're going to share some ideas about it. Okay? And did you have access to the video? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much for answering. Can you watch the video for a while, please? Stefania, maybe if you click on the link right here in the chat box, maybe you can watch. I'm not projecting the video. I want you to watch the video on your own. Okay, you're welcome. Oh, how do you want me to help you? Thank you, Nicole. Did you finish? Okay, if you have finished watching the video, in the video, they have given you some general information about these fanboys. You can use the video to future reference, to practice and review some things that maybe might not be clear during the explanation in the class. And as I said, if you have any questions, just please write them down in the chat box. Let's start with our first fanboy. Letter F represents the connector 4. 4, it's used to show reason and purpose. Sometimes we can use the word because, and because they have a similar intention. You can say for or you can say because. And they are used to connect two ideas. Mainly the fanboys are used because you want them to connect two ideas. For example, Ceci is spending the holidays in Indonesia. And then you have over here the connector. For her parents are working there. So if you can see in this sentence, the intention is trying to give you an explanation. Is trying to give you the reason why Ceci is spending the holidays in that place. You can also say because, and that's okay. Because in my former explanation, they say, or I said, that for is used sometimes instead of because. So you can replace these two words over here. Okay, you can say Ceci is spending the holidays in Indonesia because her parents are working there. Or you can use this fanboy for. Another example. Alan cooks dinner every night for, and then he's giving you the explanation why he's cooking dinner. He wants to save some money because you know that sometimes eating out might be expensive, right? So that's why Alan cooks dinner every night. As I said, you can replace this word in the circle with because. Okay. So far so good. How are you doing now? Any questions? Okay, Stefania, very good. So as I said, for can be used instead of because. Let's continue with a second fanboy. I already explained that. And our next fanboy is in, right? Because it's used to connect two or more ideas. And is used to connect two or more items in a sentence. And it also we use to connect a series of events or a list of elements or objects. For example, if you are making a list, a shopping list, and then you name different items that you need to buy, at the end, you can add this connector. And now, for example, I'm going to buy bread, rice, sugar, and some coffee. You see, you are connecting the elements in that sentence. But in this case, we are trying to make more structured ideas or more structured sentences. That's why we are going to use this word in or this connector in, because I have two different ideas and I want them to be together so that my explanation or my sentence or my expressions sound more interesting, okay, or appealing to the people or to the persons that are people are hearing me or listening to me. For example, the ideas which have lightened my way and time after time have given me new courage to face life cheerfully. Have been kindness, beauty, and truth. This is a quote from Albert Einstein. So, as you can see over here, he has used twice the word "and" to make her expression or his quote more interesting or more structured, right? So let's see. Okay, our next fanboy is Nor. Letter N, Nor. Shows a non-constructive or negative idea. Nor is usually found with the word not, and this is referring sometimes to don't, which is the contraction of the not, but also can replace the word neither. For example, she didn't reply my WhatsApp messages. And then you have over here, nor did she respond to any of my emails. Okay, so also, as I said over here, neither and nor can work together. Mhm. Success, like you can see over here in this expression. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying the basic fundamentals. Okay, so you can use nor alone, or you can use it with these two connectors in expressions, neither nor. But as it mentions above, it's for a negative idea. The intention is negate something or to put it into a negative expression. Our next fanboy is but. This is for showing contrast, or exception. For example, every day may not be good a day, but there is good in every day. Okay, so God gives every bird his worm, but God does not throw it into the nest. This is like a Swedish proverb. What do you understand by this sentence? Did you get this proverb? Do you get the idea of, or the message of this? What will be the meaning of this proverb? No ideas? When you read this proverb, what's the intention or what is the idea that comes to your mind? God gives every bird his worm, but God does not throw it into the nest. Mhm. Exactly. Mhm. Mhm. Que debemos hacer un effort, ¿no? An effort to get the things that we want. ¿No? Un esfuerzo. Next. He who gains victory over other men is strong, but he who gains a victory over himself is all powerful. What do you think about this quote? And what about this one? Mhm. Very good, Carlos. Thank you so much for for sharing your answer. Mhm. Exactly. ¿No? El que gana una victoria sobre otros es fuerte, pero el que se gana una victoria propia, ¿no? Venciendo todos los obstáculos, es poderoso. Very good. Okay, let's continue. Our next fanboy is or. Or. Very good. Mhm. This is used to show choice or options. For example, do you prefer coffee or tea with your dessert? You have two options. What would you like to have? Coffee or tea? Our next sentence is you can come with me to the library or mhm, you can stay home until I get back. You have a choice. You have options. So exactly when you go to a store and you want to buy something, some piece of cloth, and you can decide which one to buy, and you ask for opinions so that or the person who is with you can help you decide which one is going to be better with you. Excellent option. ¿Cuál prefieres? Exactly. Mhm. Our next fanboy is yet. This is used to show contrast or deception. It's very similar to the one word that we already seen, but it can mean something like but at the same time. He can be he can be funny yet stern at the same time. What is that? Can you share your ideas about the first sentence? He can be funny yet stern at the same time. Exactly. Mhm. He has two different personalities, right? Mhm. I got a new camera. Yet, the pictures I take are still blurry. What is the meaning of that? Do you like the pictures that the camera is taking or not? Excellent. The camera is new, but the quality not so good, right? Excellent. What's the meaning of blurry? It's the opposite of clear. When you take a picture and it's a good camera and it has good resolution, your pictures are clear. You have seen every detail. But when the camera is not so good and it has a bad resolution, the pictures are blurry. You can barely see the things in the picture. Is that clear, Giovanna? Thank you. Okay, next. Be humble in your confidence. Okay, we already seen this, right? Yet courageous in your character. What is the meaning of this quote? Be humble in your confidence. Yet courageous in your character. Any ideas about the last one? Mhm. The quote from Melanie. What is the meaning of humble? Humble. Excellent. So, what would be the intention when somebody tells you be humble in your confidence? Excellent. But also at the same time, that same person is telling you, yet courageous in your character. What's the meaning of the second part of the sentence? Any ideas? Excellent. We don't have to be proud about everything. We need to be always humble. Mhm. Very good. So let's continue. Now we are gonna use the last fanboy, so, to show consequence. This is to show the effect of something that is stated earlier in the sentence. For example, your time is limited. Your time is limited, so Don't waste it living someone else's life. What do you think about this quote by Steve Jobs? When somebody asks you, your time is limited, don't waste it living someone else's life. What is the intention of that expression? hmm Very good. So that's the explanation of so. Mhm. Very good. What about this one? This sentence. Excellent, Mercedes. Live your own life. Cultivate your life. Dedicate your time for you, not for other people, or living someone else's life, right? This sentence, it's the school holidays, so there are less cars on the road during the peak hours. What is that? What's the meaning? Or better yet, how can you put this sentence so that it has a similar meaning? If I somebody said it's the school holidays, so there are less cars on the road during the peak hours. How can you say the same thing but in your own words? Excellent. Very good, Jocelyn. I love that. There is no traffic, right? So the roads are free and you can drive your car safely and fast. Mhm. What about this? The last one. The exams are over. So now we just need to wait for the results. What is that? Very good, Johan. Mhm. Okay, let's continue. Now, I want you to help me to complete these sentences. Read each situation. Excellent, Mr. Stephania. We have to wait for the results patiently. Mhm. Excellent. Very good, Victor. The students need to wait for the final score. Good. Okay, so everybody, please work on these 5 sentences that I'm showing you on the screen. Very good, Johan. Okay, I can see your answers in number one. Many of you have written down in the chat, but I wanted to go to the beach, but the weather turned stormy. Good. What about number two? She loves playing the piano. She has been taking lessons since she was a child. Many of you have written down in. Very good. What about number three? He didn't have any experience in coding. What, right? But he quickly learned the basics. Number four. Number four, but are you sure about it? Remember that when we use but, one of the intention has to be negative, one of the sentences, because it's a contrasting idea. And in number four, the two sentences are positive. Oh, mix review, right? For you have written down but. And yeah. What about number five? They can choose to hike in the mountains. Number five, they can choose to hike in the mountains. They can relax by the lake. Very good, Victor. Mariela, Adriana, Carlos, very good. This is options, right? Four. They can choose to hike in the mountains or they can relax by the lake. Excellent. Thank you so much. Let's continue practicing with our next set of sentences. Okay, help me out over here in number six. Mhm. You're telling me what? Yeah, okay. Number 7, we can have dinner at the Italian restaurant. Mhm. Or we can have dinner at the Italian restaurant, or we can order some pizza. Yeah. Number 8, she had never been to a ballet performance before. Yet, right? She had never been to a ballet performance before, yet she was mesmerized by the graceful movements. What about number 9? They were tired after the long hike. What? Number 10, she was hesitant to try skydiving. She finally decided to give it a shot. Mhm. She was hesitant to try skydiving, so she finally decided to give it a shot. Very good. Thank you so much for participating in the chat. Okay, so we are going to take a look at each picture that we have over here. This is going to be picture 1. This is going to be picture 2. Then we have over here picture 3 and picture 4. And we are going to try to create a picture story based on these 4 pictures. What you have to do is when you write your picture story, you have to include fanboys. You have to include the fanboys in these stories. You can share your stories in the chat box. Okay, so I'm going to give you some minutes. Because of a matter of time, I would like you to create simple sentences describing each picture. You know, when they ask you to write a story, that means that you need to add details, be very specific and creative and all the things. But now, since we are in a 2-hour class, I think it's going to be quite hard for all of you to really create a story that big. That's why I would like you to create just 4 sentences to describe what you see in each picture using fanboys. Okay, dear students? Por cuestiones de tiempo, ¿no? Y por lo que tenemos solo 2 horas, cuando nos piden que hagamos una historia, por lo general tenemos que hacer una historia larga, ¿no? Para poder contar cada uno de los eventos. But in this case, pero en esta oportunidad vamos a hacer como que simple sentences describing each picture. In total, 5 sentences, ¿no? En total, 4 oraciones, but in each of the sentences that you are going to use to describe the picture, I would like you to use fanboys. Pero en cada una de las oraciones que vas a escribir para describir esta historia, debes incluir los fanboys que hemos visto. ¿Sí? Y pones tu historia en el chat para poder leerla. ¿Sí? A ver, please. Muy bien, Johan, that's the intention, ¿sí? Pero no las quiero separadas, sino las 4 juntitas. The 4 sentences together so that I can read your ideas, ¿sí? Para poder ver. Johan says a family arrived to the park for a picnic. Very good. Very good, Estefania. On the weekend, my family and I decided to have a picnic. Very good. Very good, Melvin. Mom wants to go into the forest, but Dad wants to sit on the grass. Excellent. More ideas, please? All right, Jocelyn. On a spring day, a family decided to go for a picnic, so they got some food to enjoy there. Excellent. Very good. It was a nice day, so I enjoyed a lot. We ate delicious dishes, and my wife was happy. After lunch, my son tried some cake. I only licked the soda. Finally, we enjoyed all weekend and stayed together. My family is in the park enjoying the weather and the food. Very good, Carlos. We ate delicious food and drank water under the tree. We ate delicious food such as baked pork and fruit salad. My family is talking and eating. They're in the park for some family time. But since it is very early, we stay playing together with my sister. It was a sunny day, so my family decided to go outside to the countryside, and then we had a picnic. Very good, Mariela. It was a beautiful day, so I played with my family. I'm very good at drama. Yeah, very good, Stephanie. After eating lunch, we had as a dessert a delicious chocolate cake. Okay. Any other ideas? Thank you so much for sharing. Okay, we have more idea for Mercedes. Smith's family go to the park. Louis, Mary, Philip, and Susan. They're eating snacks, jelly, and water, but Susan doesn't want to eat. Mom said to Felipe, Mom told Felipe, do you want a sandwich or a cake? Felipe and Susan are playing, but they start to fight, so their mom punishes them. Okay, good. A family decided to have a picnic to enjoy the food they have prepared. How they prepare. Okay, thank you so much for all the lovely ideas you have shared in the chat about this picture story. Let's continue with our next slide. So this is some example I've written about these pictures. For example, it was summertime, so my family and I decided to have a picnic. The second picture was we took some food, for it was impossible to find a place to eat out nearby. My mom cooked something delicious. Number three, in the third picture. After eating our meal, my brother had some cake, but I only licked some chocolate cream. And the last picture could be at the end, it was a beautiful day out and filled with good memories. Yes, simple sentences. As you can see, we're using and, we're using so, we're using also what. Some of the fanboys we have learned so far. Okay, let's continue. And also, I've shared with you a more elaborated piece of writing that you can check, that you can underline some new words and look them up in a dictionary so that you can learn the meaning and how to use them in your in your writings or speaking conversations, right? So now we're gonna have a role play about three characters making weekend plans. Alex, Megan, and Jordan are gonna be working on this role play. The first part is the scene one at a coffee shop on a Friday afternoon. Pay attention. Alex says, "Hey guys, how's everyone doing today?" Megan says, "Great, Alex. I'm looking forward to the weekend. How about you?" Jordan, "Same here. Any exciting plans?" "Actually, yes. I was thinking we could do something fun together." "Awesome. What did you have in mind?" "Well, for starters, I heard there is a new exhibit at the art museum." "Oh, that sounds interesting. And I've been meaning to visit the museum for a while. But I was also thinking we could go for a hike in the nature reserve. The weather's supposed to be fantastic." "That sounds like a great idea, Megan. And we could bring some snacks so we can have a picnic along the trail." Okay, on this first part, what's the setting? Where are these three people? What's the location? At the museum right now? Or are they making plans? Where are where are Alex, Megan, and Jordan right now? At a coffee shop. Very good. That's the setting. That's the setting at a coffee shop. What are they talking about? What's the conversation about? Can you tell me de qué están hablando? What's the conversation about? Planning. Plans for the weekend. Very good. So, what a trip. Okay. What are the ideas? What are the plans for the weekend? Stay home. ¿Cuáles son esos planes? Ajá, very good. Very good. The art of the new exhibit at the museum. Another ideas? And any other plans? Mm-hmm. To visit a museum. Very good. Hiking. Very good. In the nature reserve. Excellent. Okay. So, what are they going to bring for the hiking? Very good, Elizabeth. They're gonna have a picnic. Mhm. Are they going to eat in a restaurant? Very good, Carlos. They have many ideas, exactly, Adriana. Many ideas to spend the weekend. Okay, continue the conversation. Jordan says, I love picnics. Or we could explore the local farmers market in the morning and then head for the hike, Alex says. Or we could do both, visit the market and then hike afterward. Megan says, that could work. Yet, I also heard about a live music event happening downtown. Jordan says, so we have a few options to choose from. The art museum, the hike, the farmers market, and the music event. Exactly. We could mix and match the activities based on our interests. Megan says, sounds like a plan. Let's decide together. Jordan says, nor do we have to rush our decision. Let's enjoy our coffee first. Agreed. We'll make our weekend plans and create an exciting itinerary. I can wait to have a fantastic weekend together. Mhm. At the end of the conversation, what do they decide to do? What activities are they gonna do? Al final de la conversación, ¿qué decidieron hacer? Excellent. An itinerary. Excellent. Mhm. They are gonna mix the activities based on their interests. Maybe I like the museum, you like the hike, and the other person likes the music event. So they are going to try to mix the options. Very good. Mhm. What about you? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Yes. What plans do you have, Elizabeth? Or maybe what have you done the previous weekend? Very good. And visit my parents. Very good. Where do your parents live? Very good. Big to clean my house. Excellent. I'm going to travel. Praying very good. Very good. Going to study for my French exam. Eat with my parents. So everybody has plans, right? And also, when you make some plans, also you need to ask the other people that you planned with, what do you want to do? Maybe you want to watch a movie. Maybe you want to listen to some music. Maybe you want to play video games. I don't know, right? I'm going to travel to Riobamba. Also, Estefania, very good. Good. So let's continue. What else do we have here? So we are going to have some reading exercise. Okay. In this magical garden adventure, we are going to read this story so that we can answer some questions over here. Okay. Very good. So I will travel with my family. I'll study my English classes. Very good. Mhm. Okay, so pay attention to the reading comprehension or to the story. The Magical Garden Adventure. Once upon a time, in a small village named Enchanted Hollow, lived three best friends, Lily, Max, and Emma. One sunny morning, they decided to explore the mysterious garden at the edge of the village. Lily had heard about the garden's legendary talking animals, and Max was eager to discover hidden treasures. Emma was excited, but also a little nervous about what they might find. As they entered the garden, they were greeted by a wise owl perched on a branch. The owl introduced himself as Oliver, and he offered to guide them through the magical garden. Oliver led them to a sparkling pond where colorful fish swam gracefully. Lily, Max, and Emma were mesmerized and spent some time admiring the aquatic beauty. Next, they stumbled upon a tree with glowing fruit. Oliver explained that the fruit had the power to grant wishes. Excited, Max picked a fruit, but he couldn't decide on a wish. Finally, he wished for endless laughter, and the garden echoed with joyful giggles. The trio continued their adventure, discovering a field of flowers that sang melodious tunes. They danced and twirled to the rhythm of the flower song. As the sun began to set, Oliver told them about a treasure hidden near the waterfall. Lily, Max, and Emma followed Oliver's directions and found a chest filled with precious gems. Yet, they realized that the real treasure was the magical journey they had shared. They felt grateful for their friendship and the enchanting experiences they had encountered. The next day, Lily, Max, and Emma returned to the village with their hearts full of joy. So, they decided to keep the magical garden a secret, and they knew that the memories of their adventure would forever bind them together. So what do you think about this story? Any new words that you find in the story? Any new words? Exactly. Talk about a magical place. A magical place in the garden. What's the meaning of enchanted? Any ideas? ¿Alguna idea de enchanted? Very similar to magical, right? Excellent. It's very similar to this word. Enchanted is something related to magical. Very good. What is the meaning of the word that one of your friends have put in the chat? Stumble upon? Any ideas? Have you ever used the word or heard the word? Hmm, exactly. So, stumble upon a tree will be like find or encounter. Mhm. They encounter a tree with glowing fruit. And what was special about this tree? What was special about this tree with glowing fruit? Mhm. This tree has glowing fruit, and Oliver explained. Oliver the owl, yeah, very good. But if you picked a fruit, what will happen? Yeah, exactly. You will have a wish. Huh? You will have a wish. Ajá. Who picked a fruit? ¿Quién fue el que eligió una fruta? Who? What character picked a fruit? Max. Mhm. Exactly. So, since the fruit had the power to grant wishes, what was Max's wish? Smiles. Excellent. But what is the expression they use in the text? They use a smile in the text? Or what word was used in the text for a smile? Excellent, Stefania. Endless laughter. And what is the meaning of that? Endless laughter. What's the meaning of that word or that expression? Endless laughter. And what is also the meaning of jiggles? Excellent. Never stop. Endless. Never stop. And laughter, you mentioned previously, smiles, right? So you never stop smiling. You are smiling, you are happy all the time. Mhm. Happy, nervous smiles. That's jiggles. Very good. Mhm. Excellent. What was special about the field of flowers? When they continue walking, they find something. A field of flowers. Excellent. The field of flowers that sing melodious tunes. Very good. What was near the waterfall? What was near the waterfall? A treasure. Very good. Uh-huh. And at the end, what was the real treasure for these three characters? The magical journey. The magical trip. Very good. The experiences they share, their friendship. That's the real treasure, right? To spend time, some quality time with somebody that you really care about. That's the treasure that we all people should have. You have good memories with the people that you really love and care. Excellent. A nice trip with friends and be happy all the time. Very good. So this is the most important message of this adventure or story, that you need to spend some quality time with the people that you really care for, and you embrace them and you show them how much they mean to you, how much you love them, and how grateful you are to have them around, right? So that's the intention of this story. Thank you so much. Let's continue. So now we are going to fill these 5 sentences with the correct fumble that we have seen in the story. Let's look for the first one. Emma was excited, a little nervous about the garden. But if we go, okay, you can also refer to the sentence, Emma was excited. Over here, in this part, Emma was excited, but very good. So thank you, Victor. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Inna and Stefania for the answer. So the correct answer is but. Very good. Based on the text. Good. What about number 2? Max wished for endless laughter. You are mentioned and but okay, let's check. And over here, look at this. It says and he wished for endless laughter, and the garden echoed with joyful giggles. So number 2 is N. What about number 3? The owl introduced himself as Oliver. Excellent. And he offered to guide them through the magical garden. Let's see. Excellent. It's over here. Mhm. He introduced himself as Oliver and he offered to guide them through the magical garden. Very good. Okay, next. Number 4. They stumbled upon glowing fruits. Max couldn't decide on a which. Okay, you're saying what? Okay, let's see. What? Over here. Yes. But he couldn't decide on a which. Excellent. Mhm. Next, number 5. They realized that the real treasure was the magical journey they had shared. They felt grateful for their friendship. Okay, write down your answers. Number 5. Yet and yet they realized that the real treasure was the magical journey they had shared. Okay, let's see. Yet. And very good. Thank you. So, true or false activity based on the reading. Oliver was a friendly rabbit. False. Mhm. Very good. Thank you. False. What about number 2? The friends found a chest of gems near a waterfall. Very good, Jocelyn. Imna. Good, Carlos. Victor. Adriana. Stephania. Very good. Thank you so much. For number 2, it's true, right? The friends found a chest of gems near a waterfall. Mhm. What about number 3? Max wished for a new bicycle. Totally false, right? Good. Number 4. Excellent. The trio danced to the flowers song. False, false. Lily, Max, and Emma decided to share the garden's location with the villagers. Very good. So let's try to correct the false ones. For example, number one, Oliver was a friendly rabbit. You said false. What's the correct answer? Ah, excellent. Very good, Victor. Oliver was an owl. Very good. Not a rabbit. Very good. Excellent. Thank you so much. Number three, Max wished for a new bicycle. You said false. What's the correct answer? Very good. Endless laughter. That's the correct answer. Max wished for endless laughter, or you can also say it in your own words, never stop smiling. Good, very good. Number four, the trio danced to the flowers song. What's the correct answer? In number four, how can you correct this sentence? The trio danced to the flowers song. No answers for number four. ¿Bailaron al son de las flores? ¿Las canciones de las flores? Or not? So, if they dance and twirl to the rhythm of the flower song, number four, is it true or false? It's true, right? And you mentioned that this is false. So let's correct this one. This one is not false. It's true. Very good. The trio dance to the flower song. That's true. Okay, number five. Let's make the correction. Okay, number four is true, not false. Number five, Lily, Max, and Emma decided to share the garden's location. Excellent, very good. They decided to keep it as a secret. Very good. Lo mantuvieron en secret. Excellent, thank you so much. Very good, Victor. They keep the secret garden to themselves. Yes. Excellent. Okay. I'm going to share this game, these quizzes. I'm going to share the link in the chat, so please enter and play. And let me copy the link. Yes. Sorry, I copied twice the link. So sorry about it. Just one, use one of them, okay? Introduce your name over here and then start, okay? And do the quiz. Are you in the quizzes? Were you able to play the quizzes or not? Let me see. Hmm? Yes, you can start. This is an assigned quiz. You can do it here in the class, or you can do it later. That's okay because it's gonna be open like 4 or 5 days. Okay, you can do the quizzes now or later. Mhm. So I'm going to give you X sometime. Wait. Very good, Jocelyn. Mhm. Did you finish the quizzes? Yes, thank you so much. So let's do some summary so that you can have your takeaway from this session. Very good. Okay. Sometimes it doesn't matter what number you are in a competition. What it matters is how much you have learned about this experience. So if you feel like you need to practice more about these fanboys, so here I'm going to give you this summary so that you can review the usage of these fanboys. Okay. Thank you so much for participating in the quizzes. As I said, it's going to be open for like 3 or more days that you can do it after you continue or you practice this part, go again into the quizzes and take the exam again so that you can see, oh, I have improved about this. I need to improve about this word. You know, that's the intention of having a review, especially in this advanced C1. You need to practice. Maybe sometimes you know the words, but what's the problem? The problem is that you don't use them, you don't practice. So you are going to start forgetting things. And what you need is to bring all the previous knowledge you have into the present and start using it. Okay, exactly. Thank you so much, Giovanna, for your commitment. That's exactly what I want you to do, to start practicing again, to start reviewing. You can use the internet so that you can find more exercises about fanboys. Sometimes they might look a little bit easy, but if you don't use them, you are going to make some mistakes about this. Okay? So grab my takeaway, make it yours, and study or review these lovely fanboys that we have learned today. Don't worry about it. It has been a pleasure to have this class with you. Do you have any questions so far? Try to create a more elaborate story with our picture story. And if you do it for our next class, you can share your idea or your story with the class. I'm going to be lo- um, waiting for you or waiting for your stories to be read. You too, you know. Okay, any questions about fanboys? No, it's everything clear? So today I've shared with you a video, a quizzes, some important information over here about the fanboys. Also, you have an extra assignment to make picture story interesting and lively using fanboys. Yeah, exactly. Excellent, Carlos. Create your new story for next class. Remember that I showed you 4 pictures and I told you that based on the matter of time that we have here in this virtual class, I ask you to create just simple sentences describing each picture. But now if you have some extra time and if you like to practice English, make a long story so that you can share it in the chat next class. It's not mandatory, it's just an option. Remember, I'm not asking you to do it because you have to do it now. It's because my intention is for you to practice. But if you have some other things like Victor, for example, you have to prepare for an exam, you have extra work, you have some activities at your house, don't worry. My intention is just for you to practice, okay? Don't feel like you have to do it, otherwise you're not going to be able to enter the class. No, 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 no way. It's not my intention. My intention is for you to enjoy our classes and to have a nice experience with us. Okay? Excellent. Never give up. Continue. Okay, without further ado, we are gonna dismiss our class. Thank you so much for participating in the chat. It has been interesting for me to read all your sentences and experiences in the language. Mhm. See you next class. Luis, por nuestra asistente. Miss Mónica, are you there?
Muchísimas gracias, maestra Jenny. Maestra Jenny, ¿podría dejar de compartir la pantalla, por favor? Muchísimas gracias, maestra Jenny, por la clase impartida y felicitarles a cada uno de ustedes, estimados participantes, por haber culminado nuestra primera sesión de clase. Asimismo, invitarles a seguir nuestra página, que ya contamos con más de 25 cursos gratuitos habilitados para el mes de diciembre. Si no, para mayor información, por favor, comunicarse con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. Asimismo, invitarles a ser partícipe de este gran sorteo. Si este año estamos cumpliendo un año más de aniversario, el 5 de diciembre, para que usted pueda ser partícipe de este gran sorteo, primeramente tiene que cumplir los 3 pasos. Comenta tu experiencia y etiqueta a tus 3 amigos, comparte la publicación que sea público y síganos en nuestras redes sociales para que usted pueda ser partícipe de este gran sorteo. Comunicado importante, ojito aquí, sí, nosotros como institución no hacemos llamadas ni tampoco enviamos mensajes personales. O tal vez por alguna coordinación estaría comunicando solo el único número que vemos en la pantallita. Si toman captura o anoten el numerito que vemos en la pantallita, por favor. Sí, muy bien. ¿Quién les habla? ¿Quién les saluda? Soy la asistente académica, Mónica Costa, quien les estará acompañando en el curso. Para cualquier duda o consulta, por favor, comunicarse con mi persona con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. El día de hoy nos ha impartido una hermosa clase y también su conocimiento es la maestra Jenny. Y asimismo, aprovecho a hacer el reconocimiento a la maestra que va impartiendo su conocimiento en nuestra institución. Por favor, no se olviden de nuestros horarios y nos vemos el día jueves en nuestra segunda sesión de clase, martes y jueves, horario de 4 a 6 de la tarde tendremos 2 semanas de nuestra capacitación. Asimismo, el día jueves estaremos aprendiendo la sesión 2. Les recomiendo que tomemos una foto o una captura del temario para que tengamos en cuenta los temas que estaremos aprendiendo durante nuestras 2 semanas de capacitación. Y sobre nuestra metodología, la clase grabada estaré enviando a su grupo de WhatsApp y asimismo el material para que usted pueda repasar y poner en práctica. Su grupo de WhatsApp se envía toda la información. Si asimismo al finalizar el curso usted dará un examen para que pueda tramitar su certificado de manera opcional. Si al finalizar el curso usted obtendrá un certificado con mención en inglés avanzado según a nombre de nuestra institución. El certificado sale con 90 horas académicas. Para que usted pueda tramitar tiene que tener una nota mayor e igual a 14. El costo es muy simbólico de 30 soles. Es para mantener sostenible nuestra institución y para seguir brindando cursos gratuitos. Y el trámite es opcional, pero como institución les recomendamos que tramiten. Recuerda que el certificado avala tu conocimiento. Como ya lo he mencionado, los participantes que van a tramitar tendrán como agregar el campus virtual. En el campus virtual usted va a encontrar materiales, manuales y videos adicionales. El certificado cuenta con un sistema de código de validación que es el código QR. Para mayor información, por favor, comunicarse con la oficina de certificación con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. Asimismo, hacemos envíos a nivel nacional, sí, de manera digital y de manera física. De manera digital se envía a su WhatsApp personal por PDF y por otro lado que hacemos envíos de manera física a nivel nacional. Sí, nuestra institución trabaja con la empresa Shalom. Estaré enviando el video de la clase grabada y el material para que usted pueda repasar y poner en práctica. Recuerda que el Google Meet toma automáticamente la asistencia. Sí, el Google Meet toma automáticamente la asistencia. Para cualquier duda o consulta, por favor, comunicarse con mi persona con el siguiente numerito que está en la pantallita para poderlos ayudar a cada uno de ustedes. Que tengan una bonita tarde y una bonita semana muy bendecida para cada uno de ustedes. Y asimismo estamos eternamente agradecidos con cada uno de ustedes por ser parte de nuestra familia y también por confiar en nuestra institución. Muchas bendiciones, queridos estimados participantes. Nos vemos el día jueves en nuestra segunda sesión de clase. Muy buenas tardes con cada uno de ustedes.